Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
In motion goes the tight end. To throw, Williams. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. They'll go play action here with Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Taken in at the 22. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team.
Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Milton. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger, take go.
Now a handoff up the middle. Logan. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Now 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun. Milton. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun. Milton. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
On 4th down, Milton. Flush to his right. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty. And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Well, down 2 touchdowns already. I guess they felt they needed to go for it, but still early, still first half.
I think conventional wisdom says, look, as you point out, you got a whole half to play. Hang in there. Don't give up any more points in this situation. Do a little adjusting at the half and come out ready to go. But sometimes those coaches can just sense their team. Maybe they're a little flat or they need a little extra inspiration. And he decided to go for it there to try and kickstart things.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And it'll be 2nd down. To throw, it's Williams. Over the middle, complete. It's Flowers. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts
as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Throwing is Williams. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
And that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
2nd and 10.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
To throw once more, here's Williams.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first.
On 4th down, here's Williams. He's got his target. That's complete.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Both sides were holding their breath there on that 4th down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the 1st down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way,
he's got it. Touchdown, Commanders.
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Commanders will extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half, and now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league, but this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And a good return, but he pays the price at the end of it as he's picked up and thrown down.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. So after a very one-sided first half, what will the second half bring as we are back underway on EA Sports?
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
We'll see, Charles, if they had a chance to hit the reset button at halftime. They have not scored. They're facing this big deficit. And if they're going to come back, it's going to have to start right now.
Yeah, and for them, it's not dwelling in the negative because, yes, they were totally ineffective in the first half. But we've seen many games that have flipped around in the second half. It all starts with this drive right here. They get something good going, put some points on the board, they begin to have hope.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Second and 6. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan, and he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
They'll run on first down. Logan.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 56 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Logan.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run. But for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So first and 10 now from the 30. Now a give, right side. Logan. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try the left side. It's Logan, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as they'll go for it on 4th down.
Come 19, come 19, hurt.
Looking to throw. Milton. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bucs try it on 4th down, but come up empty.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Here we go, set.
Play action. Now Williams.
Sliding out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
The 2nd and 10 now as we roll along in the 3rd quarter from Tampa. Off the bootleg, it's Williams.
Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7. At the Buccaneers.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot. And on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that. But by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go, here we go. Hurt. Right there, hurt. Mustang 19.
Looking to throw is Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 28-0.
Commanders 28, Buccaneers nothing.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, the disparity in this game, it just seems to grow with each possession here, Charles. They are really struggling. They have not put up a single point, and on the other side, the points keep piling up and up and up.
So you know the frustration level has to be rising, right? So they've got to find a way to quell that because otherwise they certainly won't get anything done in this one. Keep diving deeper into the offensive playbook. The bottom line is don't quit competing.
They'll keep it on the ground. Logan. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
On 3rd down, it's Logan. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Here we go, set.
Now a play fake here on 1st down.
There's a short throw caught by Sanders.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. 1st down, 18-yard gain.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On first down,
Logan. Down to the 42, second down.
Up the middle they go. It's Logan.
And he's going to be stopped close to the first down marker at Washington's 12-yard line.
It's 35. On third down, Logan. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Ready? Go!
They'll run on first down. It's Logan. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Rolling to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Logan. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 7 yards there and a first down.
Set up! Rig alert! Check out!
Now a handoff up the middle. Logan. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Set! Ready!
They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A great play there.
His 7th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Buccaneers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Right back to him on first down. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Godwin, the motion man. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
They'll fake the give. Now Williams.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go, set!
Here's Williams. Able to locate Andrews here on the out route.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Give them 32 on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference to see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess, he didn't like how...
And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Chris Godwin.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Commanders add on to their lead, and they appear poised to break this long losing streak.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Commanders 35, Buccaneers 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Ready.
In motion left here, one of their tight ends.
Hot.
On 1st down, it's Logan. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
And not much room to speak of. He'll get about 3 up to the 41.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd down, Logan. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's go now.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward.
And trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Come on, set.
Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Here we go, set.
From the gun, here's Williams.
Wide open receiver, complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. He got 29 yards that time.
Ready.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal.
To the air, Williams.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
But not much defensive resistance on that drive. And really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. There may be some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
To throw is Milton.
He's going to let it fly. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at 000. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Ready. Warrior 70. Ready.
To throw, it's Milton.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Ready.
Here's Milton now to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
The Bucs will set up for
They'll look to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. And incomplete here. So that will leave them with 16 on the clock. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the Buccaneers have it. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now, and all they can control here is how their final plays develop.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now the Bucs offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2.
Here we go.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. And with a successful 2-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Working out of the gun, Williams. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably